The realm of Lilith, unveiling the dark feminine in the Qlippoth. To approach Lilith within the Qlippoth is to step into a threshold of profound mysteries, where the embodiment of the dark feminine awaits. Lilith, known to the initiated as the Queen of the Night and the first consort of Adam, transcends mere myth, becoming an icon of unrestrained femininity, rebellion, and primal instincts. Her presence in the Qlippoth signifies the gateway to the darker knowledge, one cloaked in shadows and ancient whispers. Those who choose to invoke Lilith as the first initiation on the descent into the Qlippothic spheres must do so with both reverence and caution, for she is not a passive deity. Rather, Lilith is a force that can consume or transform, seducing the seeker into realms of hidden desires and the primal self. Lilith in Theistic Satanism, the queen of the first Qlippothic sphere. In the tradition of Theistic Satanism, Lilith represents a path towards embracing the darker aspects of the self, a path that liberates and empowers. Her sphere, called Lilith or Ne'ima, is the realm of nocturnal wisdom, a counterpoint to the structured, orderly Sephirothic tree of the Kabbalists. Lilith's realm is the shadow mirror of Ma'akoth, the kingdom on the Sephirothic side, yet here, it is not the realm of material attainment but the space of instinctual liberation. For the Satanist, traversing Lilith's sphere is a step into the forbidden wisdom that mainstream spiritual paths suppress. Lilith's archetype as the ultimate temptress and liberator resonates strongly within this realm, symbolizing the fierce independence and desire for autonomy. She shuns the rigid order of patriarchal morality, encouraging the aspirant to confront societal taboos and personal restraints. To know Lilith is to court the forbidden, to seek knowledge that lies beyond conventional light, diving into a realm both perilous and potent. The ritual of the dark mirror, preparing for Lilith's invocation. Invoking Lilith requires more than mere ritual gestures, it necessitates a willingness to face the primal desires and fears that dwell within one's unconscious. Prepare a space dimly lit, allowing shadows to dance upon the walls, invoking a liminality that mirrors Lilith's nature. A black mirror should be placed at the center of the ritual area, serving as a conduit to the unseen realms. The mirror represents the portal to Lilith's sphere, a way to perceive beyond the surface reality. Begin by lighting a black candle to honor Lilith and consecrating the space with myrrh or sandalwood incense, fragrances that align with her energies. Then, recite a chant to invoke her presence. A suitable invocation might be: Hail, Lilith, Queen of the Night, the first rebel, the dark one who knows no chains. Come forth from the shadows and grant me sight beyond sight, wisdom beyond wisdom. Feel the words resonate in the space, calling upon her essence. The air may grow heavy, almost tactile, as if her presence begins to respond. Focus on the mirror, not to see the reflection of your own face but to allow the shadows within it to coalesce into visions, insights, or stirrings within your mind. Meditative practices and visualization. Meditating on Lilith's realm is unlike meditative practices in other traditions, it requires entering a trance state that invites primal energies to surface. Sit before the mirror with eyes half closed, breathing slowly and deeply. Visualize Lilith emerging from a dark forest, her hair like tendrils of smoke, her eyes gleaming with untold knowledge and ancient wrath. Feel her approach as if you are merging with her form, her energy blending with your own. Allow yourself to drift deeper, connecting with her qualities of fierce independence and carnal wisdom. As you breathe, feel her energies enveloping you, bringing forth images, emotions, or primal urges long buried within. This meditation allows the aspirant to touch upon the raw and untamed aspects of the psyche, the very essence Lilith embodies. When concluding, ground yourself by touching the floor or a grounding crystal, such as obsidian or hematite. This will tether you back to the material realm, ensuring Lilith's essence does not overwhelm your own. Symbolism and the archetype of Lilith in the Qlippothic path. Lilith is more than a figure of temptation, she embodies liberation from societal constructs, especially those surrounding gender and sexuality. As the archetypal dark feminine, she is the counterforce to the restrictive notions of purity and submissiveness imposed upon femininity in patriarchal structures. To the theistic Satanist, Lilith is revered as a goddess who upholds sovereignty over one's desires and the courage to embrace the primal nature within. In the Qlippothic context, she is aligned with serpentine symbolism, ancient goddesses of the underworld, and lunar deities who govern the night and dreams. The snake, often associated with Lilith, symbolizes the cyclical nature of death and rebirth, transformation through shedding one's previous limitations. In meditative practices, envisioning Lilith as a serpent can provide insight into the transformative potential she offers. Lilith's archetype is further connected to historical figures of rebellion and seduction, such as the Babylonian goddess Ishtar, or the Greek Hecate, goddess of crossroads. By meditating on these archetypal associations, the aspirant can deepen their connection to the broader tapestry of myth Lilith represents. Challenges and cautions in working with Lilith. Lilith's realm is not without dangers. The Qlippothic path, especially when traversing the sphere of Lilith, demands the seeker to confront parts of themselves they may find difficult to face. It is a path that brings forth hidden fears and suppressed desires, challenging the Satanist to reconcile these with their conscious identity. One must approach Lilith with genuine intent, for she can unveil aspects of the self that are as seductive as they are frightening. Her energies can also be consuming, particularly for those unprepared for the intensity of their own desires and dark inclinations. Regular grounding and purification after working with Lilith are recommended, as this can help prevent becoming unmoored in her realm. Final reflections, embracing Lilith as a guide. For the theistic Satanist, Lilith is not merely an adversarial figure, she is a guide and initiator into the Qlippothic mysteries, a force that demands integrity and a willingness to embrace all facets of the self. She calls upon those willing to see the world without illusion, to embrace personal sovereignty and the forbidden fruits of hidden wisdom. In the pursuit of knowledge through Lilith, the Satanist finds liberation, but only by accepting that this freedom requires a journey into the depths of one's own primal nature. Lilith's realm is both a beginning and a test, a sphere where one's true path into the Qlippoth can be illuminated. Embrace her teachings with caution and respect, for through her, the Qlippothic path begins in earnest.